Truss.
We have anemic growth in this country.
Sunak.
Energy bills doubling, inflation at a 40-year high.
All leaving the country.
By 8 a.m, port authorities declared a critical incident. The warnings to arrive 4 hours early for booked ferries proved fanciful.
These are the interesting times. Hello everybody, my name's Matt Johnson. Welcome to the Interesting Times, a show that likes to take a sideways swipe at politics right here in the UK. Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss faced off in the first of their leadership debates at Victoria Hall in Stoke-on-Trent in front of this massive organ. No, this massive organ.
Who will be Britain's next serial killer?
Who will be our next Prime Minister?
That looks like a serial killer. Well, following the so-called blue-on-blue animosity, the Tory party asked for a more amicable and pleasant debate. So how did that go?
I'm sorry, this is scaremongering.
Canada actually
this is
has
Project Fear.
Fight, fight, fight.
Paying it down in 3 years.
That's simply not right. You promised almost 40...
Fiscal responsibility, fiscal responsibility, fiscal responsibility. The tone took a downward turn before Monday's debate when MP for Mid Bedfordshire and Secretary of State for Midlife Crisis, Nadine Dorries of Bunny Boiler's Boiler, took to Twitter to point out the cost difference between Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss's outfit, something Liz Truss was rather perplexed about.
I don't know how she knows where I got my earrings, to be perfectly frank about it.
Well, she's either lying or has been going through your bins for receipts. And if those are the only two options, let's be honest, you're none the wiser, are you? After that debate, a YouGov poll suggested Liz Truss came across better. In fact, she beat Rishi Sunak fairly comfortably in 7 out of 10 categories, which is good news. The bad news is the one category she didn't beat him in was who came across as more prime ministerial. Oops. So on then to the second televised debate, the Sun Showdown Talk TV debate. We only got half hour in when the presenter and moderator, Kate McCann, collapsed. The cameras were on Liz Truss at the time and the response is pretty interesting. Have a look. Yeah, even more so when you slow it down. Genuine shock and horror followed by genuine what do I do moment, then grabbing a quick opportunity to give Rishi Sunak a death stare. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Oh well, let's see how Kate McCann is doing. By the way, the cameras weren't on Rishi Sunak at the time, although a picture has been released of his reaction. So it's been decided that Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak will be our next Prime Minister. And as a result, there have been queues at Dover as people try to leave the country. So what's the problem? Why is it taking so long? Let's hear from Channel 4 News.
Right, so it is clear that post-Brexit checks have made things worse.
Well, they have, but that's not a surprise.
Those lefty Ramonas? We want an honest take on this. Let's hear from GB News.
So, look, obviously, Brexit's made it worse.
Those swivel-eyed loons. Let's hear from Sky News.
Controls, not to check passports, not to check cars. I thought that Brexit was about taking back control.
ITV News.
Blaming Brexit for this, because of course we've changed our status with the EU. What is for sure is that things have changed on the border.
Can't trust the media anymore. Let's hear from people in the queue.
Yeah, I blame Brexit for that.
It's Brexit.
That's the first time it's after the Brexit.
And from the UK government.
The French.
Finally, a bit of honesty. Still, if you don't fancy getting stuck at Dover for 7 hours, you can always catch a train.
A skeleton service on a network beset by strikes.
No, really? Well, after trying to deal with Grant Shapps for the last couple of years, the RMT boss, Mick Lynch, has been pulling his hair out. And now he's run out of options. But what can he do?
And is going on strike the only way to achieve this, or is there another form of action you could take?
I could do trial by combat or something if you like.
See, you can come up with solutions when you think about it. And that's it. No time to talk about the continued questions about Boris Johnson and Evgeny Lebedev, including why Johnson met with his dad, an ex-KGB agent. Just him as a foreign secretary, no officials, and a KGB agent. Can't see any problem there, especially as, according to Johnson, it wasn't work but a social affair. This from a man who clearly can't tell the difference. Which reminds me, are you a Tory voter living abroad? Yes? Well, this should be of interest to you.
The Conservatives Abroad website is quite startling because it says that anybody who lives abroad, British citizen or not, voter in England or not, can join Conservatives Abroad and vote in the election of the party leader.
Yep, you don't have to be a UK citizen. Just sign up to Conservatives Abroad, pay your £25 and decide the next leader of the UK. This is clearly a terrible idea. Imagine if you lived in a country that doesn't like us. You could really screw us up by voting for, I don't know, Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak. No time to talk about Liz Truss taking the opportunity this week to visit the Little Miracles School in Peterborough, where she sat down with some children at a Q&A and got more than she bargained for.
Boris Johnson. Oh, wait, are we on telly? We hate him.
Boris is back at number 10 Downing Street.
Have they not kicked him out yet? Why are they not kicking him out? I still think Larry should be the Prime Minister.
Well, it would be a nice change to have a leader that could lick their own arsehole, rather than Donald Trump's. No time to talk about the Lionesses beating Sweden to reach the Euros finals, and former Lioness Sarah Williams showing off her incredible ability as a time-travelling wizard.
What's your score prediction? 4-0, guys. I'm going 4-0. Going big. We'll have a bit of that.
And they took it.
It's the Swiss. Here's Kirby. Kirby goes for the chip!
Good luck, England, on Sunday in the final. No time to talk about Boris Johnson backing a grassroots campaign by the Conservative Party members to put his name on the ballot for the next Tory leadership. He has been told, though, in no uncertain terms, it's not going to happen. And to think it would be fantasy. I mean, come on. Does this look like a man that deals in any sort of reality? Well, thank you all so much for watching. And if you are enjoying these vids, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit all the notifications bell so you don't miss another. And I'll see you all next week. Take care.